Today is 25th. Sachit is there. Sachit, Mihir,
Yes, sir.
Yograj.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Mir.
Mihir. Yograj. Okay, present. Abisa, Abisa, Mahima, Hilahu, Sangram,
Yes, sir.
Hilahu present. Okay. Sangram, Muhammad Asif Raja, Kencho.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Muhammad Asif Raja present. Kencho, Suman, Vikas.
Yes, sir. Vikas.
Okay, Vikas present. Suman present. Okay. Muhammad Imran, Naul Daniel, Sudarshan,
Yes, sir.
Naul present. Sudarshan, Daniel, Milan, Segni.
Present,
Okay,
sir.
Segni present. Okay, Daniel present. All right. TS1, Syrian students who are present here, please write. Syrian students, any Syrian students are there? Syrian students, any Syrian students is there? Elias is there. Elias, anyone else? Elias is there. Anyone else? All right. Okay. So let us start our topic. So we are going to start today graph duality. Okay. What is the dual of a graph and a graph duality? So very basic concept. Just try to focus on the concept and it's the concept of observing something. Okay. Okay, Muhammad Hamad is there. Muhammad Hamad, I will mark you present later. Just wait till the end of the class. Okay. So what is the uh, geometrical dual or graph duality? So first of all, we have a any graph G. Okay, and G must be a planar graph. Okay, any graph G, the G graph must be a planar graph. All right. So if I have any planar graph G, then only we can find the geometrical dual or geometric dual of that graph. And the dual of a graph G is denoted as G star. So the notation of a dual is going to be G star only. So how we can construct this G star? We can construct it by placing a vertex in each region. Okay, so as we know, this is a planar graph. So planar graph is having some regions. All right. So we will place some vertex in every region. Suppose there are four region, that means I will place four vertex in the four region. Then our target to join all those vertex. We will join all those vertex. Okay, we will join all those vertex uh, in such a manner that joining edge will intersect each and every single edge of graph G. So suppose I have to figure out a dual G star of G. Okay. So the thing is that we will figure out first all those vertices. Suppose four vertices. Four vertices means if G has four plane, I will make a four vertices in that every regions. In every region, I will create that four. I will just draw this four vertices. Okay, since four regions is there. Now we will join all those vertices in such a manner that joining line that joining line will intersect one edge. That joining line will intersect one edge of the main graph G. That means we have to intersect all the edges, okay, without fail. We have to intersect all the edges without fail. That's how we can construct geometrical dual or graph duality. So let's check some examples. Better to check some examples. So suppose we have this graph and we want to figure out what is the dual of this graph. All right. So the very first step is that in this case we are going to place some vertex in the particular region. So 4 regions, 1, 2, 3, and outside 1 exterior region. So 4 region, 4 vertex. We will place all 4 vertex in 4 regions. All right. The next step is that we have to join all the vertices. We have to join all the vertices from one region to other region. So suppose here, how many regions are there? R1, R2, R3, and R4. Outside one is R4. Okay, so 4 regions is there. R1, R2, R3, and R4. Now we have to join, we have to connect all those regions in such a manner that all regions, all connecting lines intersect each and every edges of that main graph. Okay, so that means the number of edges. That means what we can conclude, the number of edges of G should be equals to the number of edges of G star. So number of edges of G should be equals to number of edges of G star. That always true, always holds true. Another thing, the number of regions of G should be equals to number of vertices of G star. All right. So this two property always holds true. Number of regions of G is equals to number of vertices of G star. Similarly, number of regions of G star is equals to number of vertices of G. That is the way we can cross check our answer. Our dual is correct or wrong. We can cross check in such a manner. Okay. So let's proceed further. You can proceed further like so we need to figure out the dual of the graph. So how can I find the dual? So first of all, we will connect R2 and R3. R2 and R3 we can connect by intersecting this edge, this black edge. Okay. Yes, Silahu, just wait, check how to draw this dual of the graph. After that, I will explain again. So R2 and R3. This R2 is a region, R3 is a region. R2 is having one single vertex. R3 is also having a single vertex. They are connecting by one edge. Okay, only one edge because there is having only one common edge between R2 and R3. Between R2 and R3, how many common edges are there? One common edge. One common edge means one intersecting lines. Okay. Similarly, R2 and R1. R2 and R1 is how many common edge? Only one. That means R2 and R1 also we can join by only single edge. All right. Now R1 and R4. R1 and R4, how many common edge? This one and this one. There is two common edge. R1 and R4, there is two common edge. This one and this one. Am I clear? This is R4. Outside is R4. Okay, exterior region is R4. So R1 and R4 is having two common edge. That means R4 to R1 we can reach from one from that side, another from this side. Am I okay? Is that clear? So R1 and R4 is having two common edges. That means I can reach from R1 and from this vertex to that vertex. Okay, from two sides, from this sides and from other sides. Okay. Now R2 and R4. R2 and R4 is also having two common edge. One is this one, another one is this one, right? So R2 and R4 also we can reach like this manner. One is this one, another one is this one. Okay. Similarly, R3 and R4. R3 and R4 is having also two common edge. One is this one, another one is this one. So what I can reach from this vertex to this vertex from two edges, like this one and another one is this one. All right. So this is actually we are constructing our dual of the graph. Okay. But everything has been done. Only one edge is left. Every edge has been crossed. Every edge has been crossed up. Look at this. The original edge. I'm just denoting by green line. This is the original graph, and this green line is the original edges. These green lines are original edges of the main graph. Now every edges has been crossed. Okay, that means every edges has been crossed except this pendant vertex. Except this pendant vertex. Now, since this is a pendant vertex, so that means what we can say R4 and R4 connected by this particular single edge pendant vertex. So R4 and R4, how I can join R4 and R4? I can join with a self loop. I can join with a self loop. So whenever we have a pendant vertex in original graph, that means we must have a self loop in a dual. Whenever we have a pendant vertex in the original graph, then we must have a self loop in the dual of the graph. So that's how we can construct the original dual of the graph. That is your dual of the graph. That blue line, blue graph is going to be your dual of the graph, and green graph is the original graph. So blue is going to be your dual. Yes, loops must be in the through an edge, obviously through an edge, because we have to cross all the edges. We have to look at this. This edge has been crossed. 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 Every edge has been crossed. Okay, and it all are crossed by dual of the graph. Okay, every edge has to be crossed only. Otherwise, you cannot say that this is a dual. To say that is a dual, you must have to check whether every edges has been crossed or not. Okay. So now what we can say? Yes, example. I will do lots of examples. No, don't worry. So now this graph is actually looking like a messy one. Okay. So what we can do? We can construct the isomorphism of this graph. We can construct the isomorphism of this graph, or we can make an isomorphic graph of this. Yes, I will explain everything. Just wait. So we will make an isomorphic graph of this blue graph, which is going to be a dual. So let's start to figure out what is going to be your exact dual. So in a dual, so how many vertex will be there? The 4 vertex, because 4 plane, 4 regions is there. So how many regions of G? Regions of G equals to 4. So regions of G equals to 4. Just a minute, hold on. So regions of G equals to 4. Regions of G equals to 4, which means that number of vertex of G star, number of vertex of G star equals to 4. Okay, so this is your G. So G star is actually having 4 vertices. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can name them like you. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3, and this is V4. All right. So now just I have to join them in a different manner. So V1, V2, V3, and V4. So now let us join them. So V4 is having self loop. So V4 is having self loop. Just draw a self loop. V4 is having self loop. We draw a self loop. Okay. Then what? Then go for V4 to V1. V4 to V1 is having parallel edges. So V4 to V1 is having parallel edges like this. This is a parallel edges. V4 to V1. Similarly, V4 to V2 are also having parallel edges. So like this one is having parallel edges. All right. Now V4 to V3 is also having parallel edges. V4 to V3 is also having parallel edges. Let's draw another parallel edges. Okay. Next, V1 and V2. V1 and V2 direct connected. All right. V2 and V3. V2 and V3 direct connected. V2 and V3 direct connected. And anything else? Anything else? No, nothing else. But I want to see whether my drawing is correct or wrong. I want to see whether my drawing is correct or wrong. So what I will do, I will calculate the number of planes, number of regions. So how many regions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since it has 7 regions, so we have to check whether we have 7 vertices of the original graph or not. We will check we have 7 vertices or not. So let's check number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So since G is having 7 vertices and G star has having 7 regions, so our G star calculation is right. Whatever we have calculated, that is correct calculation. So your G star is actually this one. This one is your G star, and this one is also your G star, but this is such a messy one. So first you have to draw this G star. Okay, first you have to draw this one, this messy one. Then you have to draw the isomorphism of this graph. Okay, so I will explain everything in another example. Just try to understand. If you didn't get it, vertex should not overlap. Vertex should not overlap. No. Which vertex we are talking about, Mohammad Asif Raja? Which one? Which vertex is overlapping here? V2 and V3 directly. No, V2 and V3 directly we cannot join, because then it will become non-planar graph. Okay, so we need to make a planar graph, right? Because G is a planar, so G star is also planar. Okay, dual of a planar graph is always planar. Okay, and we can figure out a dual of only a planar graph. Okay, we can figure out a dual of a planar graph only, because without planar graph we cannot figure out the region, and without regions we cannot draw the dual. Can we? No, we cannot put 2 vertices in one region. One region means one vertex. Number of regions means number of regions of G should be equal to number of vertex of G star. Okay, that's why single region, single vertex. Okay, even exterior regions is having one vertex. Okay, go for another example. So before going some example, let's do some observations. Okay, let's go for some observation. As I told you, G is a connected planar graph. If G is a connected planar graph, G star is also connected planar graph, obviously. If each plane drawing of G rise to only one dual graph G star. So plane drawing means this embedded graph, right? So the embedded graph, embedded version of the graph will have only one dual graph. Okay, that means if I talk about a K4, what is the dual of a K4? K4 is not the embedded version. Okay, we have to draw the embedded, that plane drawing of K4. Okay, the plane drawing of K4 is, we can find the dual of that graph. Okay, we cannot find the dual of the non-planar K4. All right, even K4 is a planar, we know that. Now, number of vertices of G star equals to number of face of G. Face means regions. Number of regions of G should be equals to number of vertices of G star. Number of edges of G star equals to number of edges of G. Both the edges must be equal. Okay, G star and G, both the edges are equals, must be equal. Number of faces of G star should be equals to number of vertices of G. Okay, as I told you. Now we have to consider another example that is going to be known as self-dual graph. What is a self-dual graph? Self-duality. Self-duality means if I find a dual of a graph, if I find a dual of a graph, then the answer, the dual of the graph is isomorphic to the main graph. If the dual of the graph is isomorphic to the original graph, that means both are actually attribute wise same. Originally the both are actually attributes wise same, then that graph is known as self-dual graph, like K4. As I told you, K4, this is the embedded version of K4. This graph is the embedded, this red graph is the embedded version of K4. Now try to join, now try to figure out what is going to be your dual. So dual of K4, I want to find. So what is the process? I told you. Now again, try to look at the method. So first, how many regions in K4? 4 regions. So 4 regions means dual has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's look like a rat kind of stuff. Okay, so 4 dot is there. Now I have to join. I have to join all these dots in such a manner all edge intersects. Okay, all edge intersects. We cannot left any single edge. So we have to join these two. I can join these two. I can join these two from this edge. I can join these two. I can join these two from this edge. And I can join these two from this edge. That's all. Every edge has been crossed. Only single edge is left. This one, middle one. I can join them like this. All right. So this violet or this purple one is known as the dual of the blue one. So this purple one is the dual of the blue one. Okay, the purple graph is the dual of the blue graph. Now my question is that purple graph is isomorphic to the blue graph? So we have to draw this purple graph in a good sequential manner. Okay, because it just look like some messy kind of stuff. So what we can do, we can make them name of this graph. So first this is A, B, C, D. All right, now I can make this name like A star, like B star, like C star, and like D star. Okay, so now A star, B star, C star, and D star. Okay, so A star and B star is connected, A star and D star is connected, A star and C star is also connected. So A star, B, A star, D star, and A star, C star, directly they are all connected. Now B star and C star connected, B star and D star connected. So B star and C star connected, B star and D star also connected like this manner. The last one is C star and D star connected, C star and D star connected. That's all. So now my question is that this graph is an isomorphism or isomorphic graph of K4. Okay, that means what? We found the dual of K4, but what happened? The dual of K4 is again K4. That's why it's a self-dual graph. Okay, so self-dual graph means if the dual of the graph is isomorphic with the original graph, then we can say that they are self-dual. All right, proceed further. Now we can give you some examples, like what is a wheel graph? Wheel graph means it look like a wheel only, but it's having some special property that's known as Wn. So this Wn is the notation of wheel graph. N is the number of vertices. Okay, this wheel graph is always a self-dual graph. Wheel graph is always a self-dual graph. Okay, now question is that why it's a self-dual and what is the wheel graph? So wheel graph is some graph like we can draw this graph such a manner. There will be a center vertex. There will be a center vertex for each and every graph. For each and every wheel graph, there will be a center vertex. Okay, and that center vertex can be joined with all other remaining vertex in such a manner they create a disjoint cycles. Like there are 4 vertices in W4. 4 vertices is there. This one all are going to be the outer layer. Then we will join all the vertices from the center vertex in such a manner this creates a cycle, disjoint cycle. This creates another cycle, that these 2 cycles are disjoint. This create another cycle. This is another disjoint cycle. In every case you can figure out all the time they are creating some disjoint cycles. Okay, we have to join the graph, we have to join the vertices in such a manner they will create a disjoint cycles. They will create a disjoint cycle. So this graph is known as wheel graph. Someone says the center vertex will there will always be a region equal to that. Exactly, Suman. That's why there will be always a region equals to the number of vertices, and that what that implies, region equals to number of vertices means a self-dual. A dual is having same number of vertices what actually original graph has. Disjoint means distinct. Okay, they can separate it by one common edges. Okay, okay. Which example, Yograj? Which example? Disjoint cycle like this one. This 2 cycle. This is a cycle. This is a cycle, and this is also a cycle. These 2 cycles are disjoint. Even these 2 cycles are disjoint. Okay, they can share one common edge maximum. Okay, but they can share one common edge maximum. But if I talk about this cycle, this is a cycle, this cycle and that purple cycle, that means what? Disjoint cycle means there will be no proper subset which is another cycle of that main one. So if I talk about this cycle and the green cycle, blue and green, blue cycle is a subset of the green cycle. Blue cycle is a subset of the green cycle. So blue cycle and this green cycles are not disjoint cycles. Okay, disjoint cycle means they are not a proper, or they are not subset of each other. They are cycles, they are not subset of each other. Okay, then we can say that they are disjoint to each other. Okay, so once we constructing this disjoint cycle construction means creating new regions, creating new interior regions. So once I creating the new interior regions, that means I'm increasing the number of vertex, increasing the number of vertex of the dual, increasing the number of vertex of the dual. So in that case, suppose I'm talking about W6. W6 is having 6 vertices. 6 vertices means I need a 6 vertices in dual. 6 vertices dual means I need 6 regions in original graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and outside one 6. That's all. Okay, we get 6 vertices of the dual. Okay, all the wheel graphs are the self-dual graph. You can check anything like check for the W7. Let's check for W7. So W7, we can ask you, W7 is a self-dual graph. Prove it. Okay, so you have to check like this manner. Dot, put the vertex, then another vertex in the exterior. So this can be joined like this manner. Can be joined. Can be joined. They can be joined like all like this manner. All right, and the outside one is this one is this one is this one is this. That's all. Now very interesting case, look at this particular graph. This is very interesting. Now what you need to do, just what you need to do, this is your center now for the dual graph. For the dual graph, this is going to be your center. Now just move this center inside this. This is going to be the outside hexagon. This is going to be the outside hexagon. Now what you need to do, you need to move this center into inside. Once I move this center inside of the hexagon, automatically we get the W7 again. All right, that means, yes, that's why I told you every wheel graph is a self-dual graph. Every wheel graph self-dual. That's what I told you, right? Every dual graph is self-dual. Sorry, every wheel graph is self-dual. Okay. Okay. So I think it's clear till now. So proceed for some problem solving. Okay. And also one information I forgot to tell you. There is only one wheel graph. Only one wheel graph which is complete. Can anyone tell me? Only one wheel graph which is complete. Only one wheel graph which is complete. Which one is a complete wheel graph? Which wheel graph is a complete wheel graph? Complete means yes, W4. So W4 is only wheel graph which is a complete graph. So very important, only complete graph. Only complete wheel graph is W4. Only complete wheel graph is W4. All other is not complete. Okay, all other wheel graph are not complete. Okay, very important thing. So it's a very good observation. We can ask you in an exam. Okay, proceed further. Okay, so find the geometric dual of the following graph. So let's start solving. Let's solve some questions, and we will solve till 6 p.m. Okay, after that I have to complete the lectures anyway. Okay, let's solve this one. Try to be quick. At least we can solve all those dual problems today. Okay, find the dual of this graph. Once you're done with that, write down done on chat box. Please try to be quick. Very good. I think many of you have completed. Let's check the answer. So it's going to be, first of all, this is this vertex, so four vertex, four region means four vertex. So they are connected like this one, this one, this one, like this one. You can connect it like this one, from here, also from here. All right. Now if I make the isomorphism, if I make the isomorphism, so what will be happen now? Four vertices, which is v1, v2, v3, and v4. So v1, v2, v3, and v4. Okay. So v1 is v1 and v2. V1 and v2 is actually parallel edges. Okay. Then v2 and v3 direct, v2 and v3 direct, v3 and v4 direct. All right. Then v4 and v1 parallel edges, v4 and v1 parallel edges. All right. And at last, anything left? I think all done, right? So let's check how many regions are there. Region 1, region 2, region 3, and region 4. So four vertices. I think we missed something. V1 and V3. We missed V1 and V3. V1 and V3 is having only one connection. Okay. So now we have five regions. Okay. So five region means I have five vertices. Look at this. Five vertices of G is equals to five regions of system. Yes, yes. All right. So this is your geometric dual. So now go for the next question. No, I think we have joined V1 and V4 twice. We joined V1 and V4 twice. Now go for this question. Figure out the dual of this graph. Quick. Figure out the dual of this graph. Second one. Once you've done with that, write done 2 on chat box. Okay, very good. I think many of you have been completed. Let's check the answer again. So it's quite easy to do. Like this one is a vertex, outside one. So three regions, so three vertex. They are connected like this one, and outside like this one. From here, also from here, and another one is a self loop, right? Self loop like this one. All right, the self loop. I took it in a wrong direction, but you can take it another like this one also. Okay, so this is going to be your exact graph. This red one is your dual. Okay, the thing is that you have to put the isomorphism, isomorphic graph also. Okay, to figure out the exact dual form. All right, go for this one now. Start this one. Very good. So again, so four vertices. It can be joined like this manner. So how many faces are there? One, two, three, four, five, five, right? Six outside. So six vertices are there and six faces. So everything is correct. So this is going to be your dual. Okay. Now question is that is it self dual? Is that graph is self dual? Is this graph is self dual? Question is that graph is self dual? Is it a self dual? No, it is not self dual. Yes, It's not a self dual. Okay, it's not a self dual. All right. Okay, so we'll stop here. This question is your homework now. Just note down this question. Note down this question. Do it as a homework, and we will start the next concept in the next lecture. And I will take the attendance. Just note down this question and figure out the dual of the graph. Let's take the attendance again. Sachit is there. Sachit. Yes, Sachit is there. Ebisa, Mahima, Sangram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ebisa, yeah. Okay. Sangram, Kencho, Muhammad Imran, Sudarshan, Milan. Okay, Syrian students. Any Syrian students? Muhammad Hamad was there. Hala was there. Anyone else?
Me too, sir.
Your name? Elias.
Elias.
Elias was there. Yeah. Muhammad Imran, Hamad, Hala, Elias. Anyone else? Syrian student. Anyone else? Okay, guys. If you enjoy the class, we can meet on the next day. Okay. And another information. Sorry. Another information. Just this coming Sunday is your second quiz. Coming Sunday is your second quiz of second year, second unit. Okay, unit number 2. Coming Sunday is your quiz of unit number 2. Your mid semester has been cancelled, but your quiz will be there in of second unit. We will post in your WhatsApp group. Okay, unit name is matrix representation of graph. Okay, so be prepared with that. Unit 2. Yes, we already provided that PPT. Someone check your login ID. Okay. Okay, I will share the everything with you on your WhatsApp group. Okay, you can leave now.